Welcome to From an Educator. In this episode, hey everybody, I'm back. I call this excuses, so I'll explain. See you soon. Welcome back to From an Educator. I'm Mr. James, an educator, and this is show number 78, Excuses. And wow, it has been a while. I think it's been 2.5 weeks, possibly. It could have been longer. I decided I wanted to at least address everything that's been going on recently for those that might have kept up on this, the one or two that I think possibly listen to this. Wow, a lot of things. I'm dressed in the clothing I normally wear at the school that I teach at. I'm a teacher. For those that are new to this channel, new to hearing me, I'm a general music teacher, as well as, general savant in other different things, music. I'm kind of a social psychologist, at least with my degrees and such. And yeah, interested in a lot of different things, and especially science. And normally this podcast, this vlogcast thing that's on YouTube as well, is hosted with me and another teacher who teaches STEM, and it is National STEM Day today, which is surprising. Today is Monday, November 8th. And so I've been trying to get together with him to see if we can do a podcast. It doesn't look like we're going to be doing a lot of things at night where we used to do that before, where we use Zoom. It may just be me continuing on with From an Educator, and every now and then something like I did in the last episode for those on YouTube, where we tried jelly beans, and we use a nice camera for that. And I'm going to talk about that later. So this is just going to be a quick little update on what's been going on. And it's been crazy, really crazy. And I just feel like I'm just always trying to get caught up on things as I'm adding more things to my plate. But things have finally died down a little bit. So let me get into that. Switch a slide or two. All right. So, let's make sure it works properly. Still getting used to this again, right? So my excuses, wow. Lots of excuses. First of all, I have been very busy. This comes at the end of like a month of just nonstop every weekend, and even during the week, gigs where I had to play music. I recorded one of those gigs, and I will turn that into some sort of YouTube thing very soon. It was a gig where I had to play music outside, and I think I was able to get the recording all right. We'll find out if it came out all right on the GoPro Hero 9 that I was using, which I think is an amazing camera. I've been doing that. I've been writing papers for a class I'm taking, and because I missed the beginnings of some of our face-to-face meetings, which we only have a few of them, because I'm in a ballet dancing, I had to write other papers. So I finished those as well, and just nonstop writing. At the same time, I've been getting into other things to support my teaching and to just help students to engage more in the class, and everything that I can do to make my classes more exciting and more like a performance that students get to be a part of. And so I'm starting to learn magic. No, for those that you are listening to this, you must know that I am a skeptic, and so is the other co-host of the show. And science-based. So when I say magic, I'm not saying we believe in real magic, whatever it is, illusions. I'm just trying to do something where I can add some other elements to my teaching. And so far, I've scratched the surface of a few things, and I have to take a lot of detailed notes, and I'm just ready to do that whenever I find the time. So I'm going to make sure I do have time to do that. So busy writing papers, getting into magic, busy at work, constantly busy. I'm constantly making content for the students I teach. I teach 31 classes every single week, the entire student body. We've had a lot of students out because of COVID being quarantined. We have a lot of staff out. I'm in a school that is a breakout zone. So it's, yeah, it's getting a little rough. So one of the big things is that I am constantly having to change things around because students are moving to one class because they were in another class, but most of the students are out of that class, and there's just a lot of shuffling around of things. So I have to solve these problems so I can deal with them day to day. And it's just made it so busy. So when I come home at night, and I do come home at night, it gets dark now at around 5 o'clock. So I'm just tired and I want to do something if I get a chance to where I can actually either relax or I can learn on my own. I try to do a bunch of those things. Yeah, it hasn't snowed yet, but we do have nights in the 30s and 20s. And yeah, it's coming. Something's coming. So I am learning new things and I'm questioning all the things that I'm doing. One reason why I haven't made the show too is because I'm questioning all my content. I don't want it to be just me doing this self-help thing, and I'm hoping it helps somebody, but at the same time, I don't want to just be talking to a screen and a camera between two microphones. And I've thought about calling it that, between two microphones. I got this sort of XY pattern towards me right now. But I want to do something a little bit different, and I might start doing that. Now, keep in mind, when you do something like this, you have to edit it. So you have to make sure that you have everything be succinct and know when to stop talking, know when to say the right things. And then you can stop and you can edit it all together and throw the intro on, the outro, the middle part, all of that stuff. And yeah, make a show. And I was getting really good at that, I thought, and it's just a lot of effort. And I want to make this easier on me. So I might start doing something where it's going to be a little bit more rough cut, but with a different camera, the Hero 9, because I think it's got some good compression with the audio, and I don't have to go through this entire process of using my AD converter and all that stuff. And what that just means is these microphones are plugged in to a little box that converts it to digital, and then it goes in the computer. And that's how I'm recording right now through Zoom, sharing my screen. Yep, pretty simple. There's another way I can record this too. And actually, I looked into a bunch of different ways to do that, but I'm keeping the tried and true way, right? So I can make slides because I'm in love with slides for some reason. So sorry, I haven't been there. I'm still around. I'm still fighting the good fight. You can hear my voice. It's been a long day of just talking and trying to get students to do things. Even with the microphone on, it's tough. I'm just saying we're going to persist through this. We're going to make things work. I've got a lot of different things I want to talk about, specifically with things that are happening in science. And I kind of want to bring back that science aspect and do a little bit of more research like that. But I also want to just choose things just off the cuff and just riff on it. And I'll throw an intro on and an outro. I might not do much more than that, but I will give my ideas on this, on whatever I'm thinking about, and these things might come out quickly. I might also use another computer for that sort of thing, but I'm also wondering about trying a different format out, like I mentioned, with that, without the slides, and yeah, something a little bit more raw, I guess, a little bit less pristine. But once I have the time, I want to do something that is a little bit more edited, a little more production behind it. And I'm hoping I can. I finally upgraded my computer, I mentioned months ago, to a tiny little mini PC, and it seems to be going well. I do want to upgrade the RAM, though, of course, because people talked about that. You need 32 gigs of RAM. Yes, I do. I actually do need 32 gigs of RAM. So, but anyways, things are still hanging in there. I hope you're doing well out there, listener, whoever you are, wherever you are. And as far as teaching is concerned, in Maine right now, it's pretty rough. Yeah, students away from learning for such a long time, it's tough to bring them back in. And the older the student, the more they just think that their life is run by memes and TikTok and social media. And yeah, everything's a joke. People mention comments to me all the time. I don't even understand what they're saying, but everyone laughs. I don't know. I don't keep up with that. It's I have a job to do, and I'm trying to help students the best way I can by doing something that engages them and also lets them realize they can critically think about everything going on around them. And yeah, I use different techniques, different methods, and I keep it modern, but I'm not going to let social media ruin everything. And so that's why my voice is a little kind of hoarse right now from talking so much. Maybe that's another reason why to do this podcast. So, anyways, thank you everybody for sticking with me. If you, I'm going to look to see if anyone listened to this episode. I wanted to get this show out because still looking towards getting to 100, possibly. Well, right now it won't be by the end of the year, but by next year, probably early spring, I will hit episode number 100. And I'm hoping to have Mr. Ritchie on again, the co-host of this. We are the Educators again, and we will, make some good content and have some good comments on what's going on, because there's quite a controversy right now happening in the schools about what to do. Should we go remote? I'm ready. I'm ready to be on screen again and get back into that. I've been dancing in front of people for 9 weeks now, 10 weeks. This will be the 10th week. Wow. So I'm surviving, still waking up early, still drinking those smoothies with cilantro, still eating a plant-based, 100% plant-based diet, still gluten-free, still reading when I can, still surviving, just like you. All right, take care, everybody.